So, last round for Vietnam for this week. I'm sure the drivers want to get that out the way. Happy about that after the weekend's races, especially after the Tier 1 carnage last night.
Yes.
Let's hope for a decent race this time out. Got, one driver making a debut, SLR Russell in the Ferrari.
Oh, Callum. I'm just going to check if anyone has any quality bands quickly, Chris, just in case.
Don't think there was anybody.
Yeah, MJBD. You need to measure him quickly.
I can't imagine this track so glad Tier 1 didn't. Well,
yeah, well, I think it was tier 3 quali that was wet, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, let's hope for these tier 4 drivers, both quali and the race remain dry. Optimum conditions for them. And then after today, it could be potentially the last race we see at Vietnam.
True.
Yeah, I've loaded in already and it's dry at the moment.
My screen was literally just starting to show like the pictures around Vietnam, let alone the plane.
Now we will see RPRL here, possibly, by the end of the game cycle.
Well, I'd put a vote in the hat to remove that from the pool of
we won't
tracks.
be coming back to this track again. But of course, the RPRL this week is around Monaco, so that should be interesting.
Interesting indeed. If these drivers are any the wiser, if they've watched any of the streams throughout the weekend, they would have picked up on strategies that did work for drivers and strategies that didn't work. I remember at Tier 3, it was a one-stop from Dom. Medium to soft, I don't know how he pulled it off, but he did, and he won. And then Tier 2, Chappers, what did he do? He did soft, medium, soft, didn't he?
Something like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was soft, medium, soft.
Yeah, I think it was.
So definitely a few strategies to choose from.
Well,
A few drivers putting on mediums. No one seems to be in a rush to get out of the pit lane, but as soon as I say that, an Alpha Tauri going out and a Ferrari.
Yes, Bowman. MJBD. Liban Huser.
Yeah, it's Corbin. His first car out on track now. I think it's an Alpha Tauri.
Mr. Bowman.
The one race he did compete in, I think he would dominate.
Yep. Dominant very much so. For some reason, letting past guys everyone's on their outlap. Oh well. Everyone's got their own way of doing an outlap. Maybe.
I'll stay with Russell, who's making his debut in FTR. Let's see what he can do. He's claiming 34 sevens in the chat earlier on, so
Will be an interesting race to see who loves a good lunge can take big strides away from FTR Lando in the championship, which I imagine will be pretty easy as
He's not.
then Lando is almost.
He did say why earlier, but I can't remember. Oh no, it was his game was re-installing after the update apparently. As Miss Bowman almost hits the wall on the outlap. That would not have been ideal. very tentative on the throttle, especially on those mediums. Not much grip on the track at the start of quali.
Maybe just trying to get a set of mediums out of the way and just react a bit of track. The wheels to the back. Sets a 108.2 in the split time, almost by 107. I was 107.5. Oh, the most difference.
So SLR Russell, first time of a 137.6, and Miss Bowman absolutely obliterates that by well over a second. A 136.4, both on the mediums. Got H-Road Cloud, goes second. Sopper Kid takes that second. What about Chazard? Chazard goes fastest, 136 dead. Spiky, 136.8. Set to 96. Ali Lou's just starting the lap.
Missed Upstone coming to the end of his lap. Oh, it's 77. Got loads of good lunge now. No, this is pretty cool. Let's get to the a little bit that I've watched.
Yeah, same. It looks like he will. By another second. Almost into the 134s already for Tier 4. It's a 135 dead for Loves a Good Lunge, who's taking a big step up there.
Got midfield points trying. Got a foot into Hamper. It's got a little bit of traffic to navigate through, so
It's H-Road Cloud. I imagine it comes to the pits. He does.
We're looking at around
mid 35. Goes P2 midfield Maestro.
Racing points. Oh, this cabbage had a spin on the exit of the how's he done that?
I think this is the first race of all three of the missed drives as well, actually, Callum. You got Bowman, Upston and Cabbage. Cabbage, unfortunately, has already invalidated their first lap. They want to come in, put some. Oh, there's a spin as well. Rolling the wrong way. And he's just stopping to let the drivers through. Who's currently on the lap? No one. There's about 8 drivers on an outlet now, so let's see who's going to start theirs first.
Bracknell.
I'll stay on board with the Russell. There's a bit of front wing on the last corner, so I imagine someone's hit the wall.
Yeah, it's Vecno. Just lost his right hand plate.
That damage starting this time. He gets left and right hand plate. Still pushing me. His teammate SLR Russell not making the most out of that should be.
Oh, he's just hit the wall.
That definitely is, yeah, it's taking off the whole right end plate. And I wonder if he'll keep going on this lap or abandon it and come in and change that win. I imagine they'd come in because there's no point wasting another 2.5 minutes on the end lap. They've turned the ERS off, which would suggest they're going to come in this lap. See what Ricknell's up to. He is going to complete his lap. It's not going to be anything spectacular though. He hits the wall again. We're in the 140s, so 142 dead.
As you on a lap as well, the Red Bull. He invalidated his first try.
Oh, stop it, good.
Softs.
Just left the session, but disconnection I should say.
He's resetting his Xbox due to mic issues apparently.
Not quite sure why you'd want a risky place in qualifying due to a mic issue, but oh well.
A good stream's a good stream. But Chapter just round in the last one was on his lap. Oh, missile yeah.
Cloud's also on a flying lap for first win.
Great. That's
It doesn't improve.
35.5 goes in Bowman just at the start of his lap as well.
Cam improves to P3. 135.6. There's Loves Good Lunge has just started his lap behind him. I'm going to stay on board with Loves Good Lunge for this lap.
I'm going to sit on this.
Oh, he's gone very, very deep in turn 1. They've already abandoned
Yeah,
the lap.
he's backed out already.
Bowman was slightly off on his sector 1 delta, just opening up onto the super straight.
Yeah. I imagine with, although it says 5 minutes and much, I'm quite sure how much time they've got. But imagine staying up this long on the mediums, you'd like to think that it's safe to say Miss Bowman is going to try and start on the mediums. Maybe try and replicate what Dom did in Tier 3, change to softs at the end.
A little bit of a kerfuffle going on in the main straight. You can see all this from Ellie's point of view. Everyone seems to be civilised and getting out of each other's way. But quite strange, everyone can see that sort of stuff in Holland. Miss Campbell just raised the wall lights out.
As Miss Bowman does come in, so let's see if they got on softs or not.
You got Aliu coming in, definitely had a speed into the pit lane, but I'll look past that. We got Mr. Upston just barely down on his time by just under a tenth. P9 to P6 are all quite close, so within 1.5 tenths. So these shoot up to P6.
So like,
All grazing the wall to that bonus lap. It does get
Probably.
P6.
they already could have got another 10th from that as well, which almost
Supper
could have.
kids just held up cabbage. Oh,
That's not ideal.
Still going to keep pushing over 1079, I think. If he beats together his X3, he'll still have barely to lap.
Oh.
No, he won't. Oh, and he's out. His rear right wheel
I
is
can't help
off.
but feel that that was carrying of frustration from the McLaren's mistake. But nonetheless, that's missed out, and he'll be starting the back.
Even behind MJBD.
JBD.
Got wider mouse, a little bit of contact with the wall.
1 second up though on the lap so far. Be the last going out. What can she do? She improves. Up to P11, 138 dead. They're spiking it with that. I don't know if we pay attention to that, but he's got on pole. 134.8. Being last good launch by 2 tenths. Let's see what lunge can come back without. With he's on that lap right now.
I think just the final round of quali is quite a lot of drivers that are on their out lap, or
Yeah, I agree.
just it's both not be around 3 to 4 minutes because live scoring has 50 seconds off the clock. So
Ooh, it's an Alfa Romeo that's crashed in the last. I think he's just missed the pit. Yeah, he missed the pit entry.
all wider mouse when on the exit to happen. Just caught that flicking through all the cars. Got well out of the way, loves a good lunge then.
Yeah, no one's on a hot lap around there. They're both Cam and Lunge are on out laps, fortunately.
Values just went on to one now. First time on softs this quali session.
Yep, down in P12 or the 138.8 at the moment. 4 seconds off provisional pole. They'll be wanting to improve by quite a bit. There's Loves It Lunge. It's just about to start what we think will be their last attempt in qualifying. Can they stretch back up and take pole away from GRL Spiky?
Values just improved in 5 tenths by 5 tenths in sector 1 already, so could see him leaving forward to around the missed riders.
yeah, previous lap was set on mediums.
They'd love to get Lunges almost 2 tenths down in the first sector. So he'll be hoping to claw all that back in the second and third. Not a particularly amazing exit from the turns. I think it's 6, 7 and 8 complex, but everything has to look alright before that. Bit of a
Oh, Alex.
Value.
Bloody hell, what the hell was that? That was some kind of alien lag there. And he was in the wall, then he wasn't, then he was again.
I'd love to go under
On my
hits the wall.
screen, he half spun the car through that 6-3. I mean, if he touched the curbs there, then he probably will end up round, but there's set 37 for him.
Yep, not good news if you're a Loves It Lunge fan. He's 8 tenths down on his lap and he's turned off his ERS, so unless he's going to go for another run, it's
Ooh,
not
SNR
likely
was
that he's going to take pole.
Just improved by nearly 2 seconds. Suppo Kid up by 7 tenths in sector 2. Improves by 5 tenths to go P7. That's an invalidated lap.
And Lunge can't make that special jump on it. How is Suffolk taking a flag, but Loves Gun just crossed the line and not taking the flag? How does that work?
That's really weird.
It's
That
doing
is-
driving, I think. Right now.
No, it is. Because Suffolk had took the flag, and then I watched Loves Gun drive over the line, and he's still going on a lap. That is some wizardry from Codemasters.
Or Chaz started losing the back end and he was up on his time.
Looks
Got
a good
Ferrari ahead of
one.
him.
Is up by nearly 2/10 through next one. If he's next battle here, then obviously we can't really do much about it. But if it is true that he's crossed the flag, then I think that's in the league rules, right? I'm not sure what the penalty is.
Well, it's slightly different because it's at the start of the game it was an actual glitch to get extra time, but in this scenario it seems to be the case that as it's been for the last few weeks, so we miss the first 2 minutes or something. Because you see there's still four other drivers still on laps as well, by the looks of it, so...
Yeah, I think it's a broadcast glitch rather than the checker flag glitch. I think Bowman's still on a lap as well.
Yeah.
Possibly Cloud.
Looks
the
good when he
second
was
through
up
from
by.
lunge. It's a pretty good last second that looks up.
He was
Can
up
he
by
make that jump up?
9,000 through Sex 2. But we've got a stray Red Bull in the way.
He gets
does
it.
get pole.
Yeah, gets it.
By 10th.
Oh, Bowman!
Bowman!
Bowman nicks
Bowman.
it in the dying seconds by a further 2/10. Loves Good Lunge has been outstretched there by Miss Bowman, who takes
And
his,
Cloud.
I believe, his second pole in his two appearances. So really
That's
dominant from Miss Bowman.
By nearly.
Cloud pits after invalidating his lap. He was the only other driver that could have done something.
Yeah. A shame for H2O Cloud starting in P11.
Right, well,
I should agree. Miss Bowman takes pole from Loves a Good Lunge, Spiky Jazzadar can WD, taking the top 5, midfield Maestro, and the Mr. the midfield, with SR Russell on their debut, P7, Rakenor, Supper Kid, Missed Ups and making up the top 10. The outsiders, H2O Clan, Ali, Lou and Wiser Mouse, and those not to finish in quali, MJBD with the quali ban and Miss Cabby who crashed in Sector 3. I wonder if those outside the top 10 are going to take advantage of the harder tyres at the start.
Oof. My screen just thinks Miss Bowman absolutely punting one of the Alphas. Strange. I think we would have heard if it was a wet race by now, so I think it's all clear for the drivers.
Yep.
Yeah, hopefully it's dry. Could spice things up. Have a bit of rain into the mix.
If JMFC in the chat, I'm looking forward to this. I think we all are. Never a dull race in Vietnam. Mind you, now that I've said that, I apologise if our group commentator cursory takes that into effect.
Yeah, that's why I'm staying quiet. It looks slightly
Overcast. Yeah, very, very grey. Very dark as well in the pit lane, that's what it looks like, just with the shadow there. Kyle in the chat predicting a turn 1 chaos. What do you guys think?
I hope
Oh,
not.
that only happens in tier 2, doesn't it?
I wonder who causes it.
No, hopefully not. Let's hope there's no chaos at all. If
Especially when
any
the
safety
formation.
cars are bought out, it'll just be from someone making a genuine mistake rather than going for stupid moves.
Bad release. At least it wasn't instantly, so. See?
Remember last week as well, Suppo Kid didn't really get off the line very well and ended up crashing into a couple of cars.
Yeah,
So
it
he
was
can...
FTR landed and Autumn Gaming to the brunt of that, unfortunately.
Both of which aren't here. So.
Super Kid starting, where's that? 9th. So round about in the same place as last week. On the racing line edge, the grip, in theory, should be a bit better.
Oh,
But
Kant's
running-
jumped Chazadar off the start. Or Chazadar fell back, being too slow off the lights.
If they give it back, but that should be run through on the tyres for those watching. Oh
Oh,
no.
there's
Oh,
been contact.
2 have gone already.
That's the first time that's happened, I want to say 3 weeks.
As she was saying about the tyres, so the ones with free choice, Aliu, choosing softs. We've got H-Rock Cloud, Wise and Mouse, and Miss Cabbage on mediums, and MJBD on hards, all the top 10 on softs.
Yeah, well, think back to Tier 2 racing. FTR Hardfeld, he started on hard, and I can't remember who I think it was FTR Asteroid after his pit stop they were battling. But Hydra was in quite good position towards the end of the race, and like, it was on mediums or softs. So the MJBD is going to be one to look out for towards the closing half of this race. It's
Yeah,
it's a
I
very
planned
slow
to do it,
formation
yeah.
that from Miss Bowman.
I planned to do it last night. Hards to softs I was going to go, or hards to medium, depending on what happened.
I like
Just
it,
gonna try
figures.
That went extremely well, didn't it?
Yeah.
Echo.
Oh.
Very unfortunate Tier 1 for race for the league yesterday. Let's hope Tier 4 don't try and copy it. We're going for much better driving standards, and I think we'll be looking at it with a bit more of a fine ride. Another 2 drivers get disqualified from the formation lap, Spiky and Chazadar. That'll be good. They'll be joining the kid of Missed Upson in the freezing cold tyre club.
I was watching Chazadar and Spikey. Chazadar made contact with Cam. So it might just disqualify the car in front of you just because Cody's is very good.
Or it could be part of the brand new amazing patch that they released earlier.
He has
Yeah.
just apologised in the chat as well before the race starts, so it's good to see.
At least it was about 15 seconds on the grid, but Miss Cabbage is quite far back, so that'll make it near on 30.
Yeah, well, it's stuff like good ups and that you're going to be worried the most off the start, especially stuff like with the start from last week. All the times as well. You want to give us the light scout?
And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Lights out and away we
Super
go.
Kids got a drive-through penalty.
Missed
Jump
ups
start.
and completely jumped that and just carried on going. So I think that's going to be more than his drive-through post-race as well, unfortunately for him. But it'll...
Carnage in the background. Cloud round.
He's got wing damage as well. MJBD, it's fine. Wise Mouse, it's fine. Cabbage,
Spiky.
it's fine.
Trying to get past Mr. Upstone. He does.
Lacking on Chazadar.
Oh, Mr. Maestro
Take that vision.
sends it on SLR Russell. Round the
Alley
outside.
Lou and Recknor. Oh no!
Oh no, Ali, no!
Oh no, Recknor's out! That's gonna be a safety car. Oh no, there's
That's
been
gonna
more
be a safety
crashes. This Cabbage went into the back of Supper Kid there, and there's a full safety car.
Oh,
So that's Wise Mouse is front wing off, Supper Kid's got wing damage, and I assume missed Cabbage. Oh, Supper Kid's almost run fucking Wise Mouse. Not paying. Oh no, Miss Cabbage just hit the back of MDBD, and he's out. And
Oh, like,
MDBD
oh,
given
no.
a penalty for that.
oh no.
What an interesting start. to the
How
race.
do I
No-
write this down in the Stewart's notes?
I-
Just big boom,
I-
crash. Like,
Very,
Just put
very.
lap 1 safety car. And then we'll go
Yeah.
from there.
That one needs a lot of reviewing. Hopefully these guys will send in their respective clips, but a lot of drivers did with wing damage on the first lap. Apologies to those. Lowest Wise must have just hit the wall. They've got no front wing, so the grip's going to be very minimal. Good to see the Supper Kids just not driving straight past as other people would, but I think they're all coming into the pits, so that's probably why. Maybe
Oh,
not.
Super Kids carrying on.
Oh, he doesn't
got
have
no
any
damage.
I thought it was wing damage as well. I apologise, it must have just been MGBD. He's also staying out. Very weird, but a few drivers can miss pit him. midfield maestro Russell, unfortunately on his debut, having to make a first lap pit stop. He'll be kept over that. So that's 3 drivers going onto the hards and 3 drivers going onto the mediums. We'll see how those strategies play out.
He's trying to go on soft since those wise amounts. So
Yeah,
Ali is
still,
leading on mediums.
so that's 2 drivers still the drive for up in the start. Miss Upton and Subway Kid. You've got MJB who unfortunately had Miss Cabbage crash into the back of him into the safety car and gave him 5 seconds. And Ali Lou also with 5 seconds, I assume, for the
Missed bonus
same
just
sort of thing.
completely overtook the safety car for the front of it. And I mean, it's let him back through, but no point. I mean, if he wants to, then he can. Well, no, I would say he can't do it.
No, can't overtake safety car at all.
And now he's leaving a big gap. Oh no.
I think the only thing you can really get away with when you're in close proximity to the safety car is driving alongside it.
Yeah.
But why would you want to do it? Because the risk.
Even when you do that, the safety car sort of acts like an AI. When you drive side by side, it just slows down and it just increases the chance of it hitting you or you hitting it. There's the kids in AI here. Let's hope he comes out of that as he does.
And the F1 cars are made out of Brit stick compared to the safety cars.
Yeah, the safety car is a tank on this game.
Other than the last turn at Monaco, I'm not sure if you saw the safety car flipping into the unknown. I think it's been up for lottery overtakes of the week a couple of times.
A lot of drivers getting a bit too close for comfort here, and then they're probably going to be a bit surprised when having to slam on their brakes. Well, that's what happens when you get so close to the battle. And Ali Lou's in the pits again. Not sure why.
Wrong tyre call, possible?
Maybe. Oh no, he's left the session. Oh shit, he's forgotten to retire before he's left.
And that's going to be Australian AI keeping the safety car. Wise Masters left the session because she felt like it. So I'm sure that's going to change. Oh! Good news for our resident esports driver, Mr. Asteroid. He got affiliate.
FTR go, sorry, yep.
Yeah, sorry, but
Yes, congratulations, Mr. Asteroid.
it's okay.
I bet his middle name is like Goat or something. Either that or he'll get a tattoo as soon as he turns. Is it 18 for a tattoo?
I think,
Yeah.
or 21.
Yeah, we saw it, Vecnor. Send the clip in to the steward's request.
We should get the goat tattooed on across his forehead. I'll just get a full body.
Oh, there's going to be... Oh, that was close. The McLarens, they're bunching up and MJB almost ran his back a Suppo Kid. That was very close indeed. Safety car is in this lap. Now please, oh, as MJBD just hit the back of Suppo Kid. So that's going to be a penalty and front wing damage.
Yeah, I see a stray bit of McLaren carbon fibre.
Such a shame for both drivers, so I assume they're both going to peel into the pits straight away.
Callum, do me a favour, just note into the steward tier 4 discussion about Mr. Cabbage and co spamming another driver with invites and party invites during the race and laps. Won't have any sportsmanlike behaviour like that here. As we get back on the way.
SLR also gets past MJBD with that wing damage. Both go pretty deep in turn 1. It looks like midfield Maestro is going to go around the outside of the Mercedes driver here. Slightly tapped there.
Chance of
Oh, it's the two Mercedes.
Cam on the curb there, I don't know how he didn't spin. Definitely comes off worse though. H-Roy Cloud is the winner of that.
Missed Upson has already Missed Upson has already used 50% of his ERS since the safety car restart. I mean, sure,
It's
he's gained
still
on
on
his
as
teammate,
well.
but A, it's his teammate, and B, it's very hard to get ERS back around here, and C, you've got none left to use already.
Yeah,
So.
he's there's a yellow flag.
Oh,
It's
is that
Cam
And now you.
and
Cam's got one damage.
shot car at Missed Upson's already run out of ERS deployment for this lap.
Oh, Russell and Maestro. Maestro got past.
Chazadar comes out of nowhere, trying to go down the inside of Upson. Both of them lucky to get away with that.
Still pressuring the Alfa Romeo driver, who still has his overtake enabled. Possibly a glitch, so I won't slate him for any more bad use of it.
Yeah, Chazadar's all over the back of him. Always missed moments of very late decisions coming to the pits there. And
he's got a speeding penalty for that, he should say.
Yeah. Supperkit's going to be serving the drive-through on this lap as well, I presume. Oh, that's what Upson's doing as well, my bad. Both with drive-throughs.
Both with 5 seconds now as well, I think.
Yeah. I believe Supperkid's actually got... Oh, it's... Supperkid's just overtaken, missed Upson, who I assume didn't turn off the pit limiter. Coming out of pits, that's a cheeky position from Supperkid, pretty unsportsmanlike to overtake using the advantage of the ghosting, but not the end of the world. H-Roy Cloud nearing the back of it. Oh no, Cloud spun! He's hit the wall, and that's his wing off.
Yeah, perhaps coming down, going hard to the end.
Yeah, that's definitely a shout.
We'll chance the mediums and hope for another safety car later on.
Maybe he'd be happy he didn't go straight onto mediums or hards after that first pit stop. But it's still not ideal that he's going to have to come into the pits again. Hopefully he doesn't crash through sector 3 on his way back. It's Chazadar, now he's been unleashed past. Missed up, so he's slowly starting to catch back with lots of good lunge.
Oh no, that's MJBD this time.
He's missed up and gets past the disconnected car of Ali Lu.
Mercedes.
Losing the back end again in the front penultimate corner.
Loves good lunge slightly hit the wall there, but I don't know whether he actually got damage.
Just sitting behind Casper in the Tier 1 race yesterday, I heard, you know, that awful noise when you scrape a wall on a straight track. I heard that every single lap when I was behind him.
He'd call it precision, but I'd call it clumsiness. Chazadar really closing up to the back of lunge here, and he's in DRS, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see a move being made either here or...
I'd just wait until the hairpin. Well, you wouldn't even have to wait until there if he gets a good exit here.
Yeah, and he's got quite a lot more ERS as well.
Both made contact with the wall there, and slightly better exit from lunge, although it wasn't exactly great.
Yeah, lunge has got right end plate damage.
Oh, he did get damaged there, okay.
I think it could have been from just because he's just clipped the wall going through the long left-hander hairpin, whatever you call that, and he just clipped the wall again on the exit to that straight.
Cloud's gone soft again.
Maybe he's predicting another safety car.
Super kid on the hards behind him, a bit deep into that corner, got away with it.
Lunges in.
Yeah, probably to fix that wing. We'll see whether he goes onto hards or maybe he tries a medium soft or soft medium strategy. Could be another driver now hoping for another safety car. Got Midfield Meister and SLR Russell actually in 4th and 5th. Not too far behind the leaders, and on the hards as well as Chazadar goes well off track there. They're in a pretty good position because if they could get to the end, they could potentially be in for a podium. Because Lunge does come out, well, he's coming out of the pits even, and he is on the medium tyres.
Like for P1 now, Spikey and Miss Bowman, I think the Racing Point will get DRS. He will. This will just be a lap to close up, if anything.
Miss Bowman on 0% ERS as well.
He is using all his DRS.
He's going to make the move. He chooses not to, actually.
Used 40% of his ERS just to gain a couple of tenths, which he'll probably lose from dirty air, so...
Yeah. But now he knows, he'll see that flashing red light from Bowman's car and he'll know there's going to be a higher chance of an overtake now going down either one of the 3 DRS straights here. As he does slightly hit the wall there, but that's more of a graze than a hit, so he won't take wing damage. But Bowman's slowly pulling away in this last sector. He's in the pits. They're both in the pits.
Pit window for these two.
I think this has got to be a 2-stop then. This is a bit too early for a 1-stop, but obviously I'm sure they'll try.
I think Spikey would
prove me wrong.
Maybe the pit strategy was to go in a lap over, but maybe just reactions. So we're seeing.
Ooh, this is gonna be interesting.
Medium and medium.
Oh, they're both going mediums. Okay. Oh, Spikey's
a wing change. That must be from that little graze on the wall.
Yeah. A Lunge with the undercut. I wonder where Spikey's going to come out in relation to Lunge. I imagine with this funky pit exit, he'll probably come out ahead. Yeah, he will by quite a way actually, my bad, but still.
Pressuring.
Quite the undercut.
The other one of the mist, the last one left driving, as he makes huge contact with the wall, does right end plate damage.
He's got, oh yeah, it's not right now. As Spikey gets past the second DRS zone on this lap. He'll be hoping that Mist Upson doesn't come back at him on the third and final DRS straight.
So at the minute we've only got 2 drivers left who are yet to stop, both of which starting on softs. So...
Yep, that's Mist Upson, Chazadar.
Yep. I think just starting to lose the rears a little bit.
Oh, Subway gets spun.
Ooh, very late decision from Chazadar. His McLaren
a lot of
team.
drivers today making a lot of late decisions to go into the pits, aren't they?
Maybe they're just unusual with the pit entry.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. There is an unusual entrance to the... Can easily go past it, but...
You would have thought that they would, what's it called? Press the box that's lap on the radio.
Yeah, well, let's see where Chazadar comes out. Is he going to stay ahead of Lunge? He is, by the looks of it. He's very slow to turn off the pit limiter though, so it might be a bit closer than originally thought. Maybe not. But he's definitely gained on Spikey. The gap before was 4 seconds, now it's 2.1. So that wing change from Spikey has helped Chazadar's efforts for a podium, for a higher than a P3 finish. Net P5 at the moment though. Midfield Maestro takes over the lead. Miss Bowman will be closing in lap after lap. Very low on ERS still though. No higher than 3%.
Also a happy birthday to Mick Schumacher. Just saw that.
What is he, 22, 23?
He is 22.
On Wiser Mouse.
Well, very late move, another common trend. There's contact on the exit, really squeezing Wiser Mouse out. I'm going to note that down. That was very aggressive in my opinion.
Yeah, she tried to go back round the opposite side, and Upston took advantage of that. I think she just clipped the instant as well. I see her going into AI.
Yeah, I think she's got wing damage actually. Maybe not.
Bowman with the fastest lap. 392 on the mediums. Oh, Wisermains couldn't get the car slowed down. She's definitely got wing damage now.
As Russell's into the pits on the hards, he's got complete wing damage, that's why.
Still got the disconnected car of Alilu still roaming around this awful Vietnam track. Just also that H2 Cloud gets past the Red Bull driver. Just behind MJBD on Miss Upston.
Miss Bowman, now the second of midfield Maestro.
That AlphaTauri driver has been pulling away from the racing point of Spiky because a wing change is quite a lot of time, but it isn't 10 seconds, so good pace. Well, MJBD tried the exact same move and he's ended up losing more time himself.
Close between the two leaders now, under half a second.
Yeah, I wonder how desperate and how quick Bowman's going to want to get past. Is he going to make a move into turn 1? No, he doesn't. Chooses better of it. You can clearly see just in the body language of that Haas there, the complete performance in group compared to the hards and the mediums is almost night and day. There's cars all over the place through turns 2 and 3. Bowman once again, he's going for a half move. He fully commits round the outside, gets the move done. He's still got last on the outside though. How you say that? Oh, actually no, sorry. I thought Maestro had more ERS, but I wonder if the Haas is going to try and come back at the Alpha here with the DRS. It's going to be very interesting. I think he's a little bit too far back. Bowman covers the inside and has the move complete. Yeah, Brody just continue to pull away now.
MJBD sending it again on Miss Upson, isn't getting the breaking point there at all.
I'm not sure what happened to Ali.
He's still in P8 at the moment, so I think that P9 seemed to be P10. Yellow flag.
Oh,
Is SLR Russell?
No, on his debut.
Oh,
He's hit the wall and saved the 3
You'll see this again on Miss Upston.
on the left side of his screen.
Just about now, yeah.
Yeah, front right tyres off.
On fresh mediums as well.
Yeah, that's such a shame. Debut, to be fair, it's one of the hardest tracks in the game. Very easy to do. That's such a shame because I think they're in P6 as well. So in a really good position until that point.
yeah, it's a shame on David. Like I said, it's a really hard track as well.
Hopefully, he's still
Come back stronger come back stronger for Spa next week.
Yeah, completely different track characteristics. So they might not be suited to the tight and technical track of Vietnam, but they might be more attuned to fast and flowing Spa with less threat of walls at pretty much every corner. This
Yeah.
track very unforgiving, even if you're a few millimeters wide.
So, MJBD has pushed. He will get DRS on The Arthur, I'll be very surprised if he tries to move. I mean, he has tried from further back this race. So. Oh, look, there he goes. That's missed just very early on the brakes.
It's a combination of both. I think Mist might be braking a little bit early. And MJBD is just really late on the brakes, sometimes a bit too late.
Loves a good lunge on the back of Chasdar. Chasdar run a little bit wide on the exit turn 2. Nice little switch back out of turn 3.
Looks like
Chasdar, you can
Chasdar's just
tell he
let it
lifts
through
off.
there. Oh, he's got
Yeah.
front wing damage on the right side. That's got to be red or orange. He'll be in the pits this lap.
That's unfortunate, and why if he hasn't. He must have got that literally just before I flicked on.
Yeah.
Maybe
But one
on the
day-
entry to the lap.
Yeah, one day had such a poor exit onto the run to turn 5.
We've got MJB on the stop
MJBD,
still.
yeah. Right behind the
Oh,
Alpha.
we
Is he
will
gonna
see
go
a
for-
dive bomb.
Is this dive number 3? Looks to the inside. He's gonna send it.
Look how much lighter he is on the brakes, and he's just really overshot again.
Oh
and he-
no! He
look,
kept on track.
again.
2 cars. Tracked it together like magnets. Oh, did Mist already have damage, or did he just collect damage there? Because Mist Upson's got damage on the front left side of the car. And I can't help but think that MJBD is just going to fly past the DRS here, much closer than he was the lap before. Looks to the left, goes to the right. Very tight gap left by Upson. MJBD keeps the move as he goes very, very deep. Is Upson going to go? Oh no! Upson's turned in, hit MJBD and lost the right side of his wing now as well. So MJBD's got to be nice and patient through sector 3 here, as the Alpha driver's going to be much slower than he is. And I imagine as he hits another part of his wing off,
And he has a
he'll probably be in
Mercedes.
this lap.
Both Mercedes now. Looking up that gearbox, MJBD taps him,
Ooh.
and
Cam to the end.
takes priority.
Around the inside. As Mist Upson actually stays out.
Round the outside of MJBD. He could have got past Mist Upston and if he was
Yeah, this
slightly.
is some very clunky racing.
Now we got Suppo here, I just saw that on the broadcast cam.
That's at the Windows start. I haven't had that in a while. MJBD's now got his teammate. Is he going to make the
No.
same move that his teammate did?
This is about
Looks to
how
the
far back
outside
he
now.
tried on Mist Upston on lap 11.
Oh, and he... It's a complete cut. He completely cuts the corner to keep the position.
And Mist Upston runs wide. Cam. I can't.
Oh, this is too tight.
MJBD, I was meant to say that.
Yeah, MJBD's going to get DRS on Upson. Upson's going to get DRS on Cam here.
It's just
Is
a
he
matter
gonna
of
be-
who has more overtake. He tries to the
Oh,
right and he's pushing him along, literally.
He's just pushing the Alpha. He's going to move to the inside. Who's going to be
Took
later on the
DRS
brakes?
off early and he's
Upson this time. I think just pulling out of it and letting Upson get ahead. I'd be really surprised if Upson stays out now.
Chasdar had on H2 Cloud all the way through sectors 3. Has he still stayed out with that wing? Oh no, there's a fresh.
No, he's on new mediums.
But he's already got damage on his left and right side of his wing. Look, yellow on both.
That's a shame. As Cloud comes in to fix his wing damage. As Cam was Miss must have made a huge mistake because the gap from Cam to Miss is 2 seconds. Oh, Miss
he's
makes
made
a
a-
super late decision to come into the pits there, which allows
Could have
MJBD and Suppo
checked
Kid past.
MJBD.
Oh no, Suppo Kid and
He's-
MJBD
Oh,
crashed.
MJBD's lost on the traction, hit round Suppo Kid. I can't help but feel that's a racing incident, and Suppo Kid just completely hits off his front wing, and that's a safety car. And that's going to really play into the hands of midfield Maestro. Where did he start? I think he started P6 or P7, I want to say. Where did he start? P6. He can go on to the mediums to the end now, and he's probably going to come out in P4. Or maybe even stay in P2 if those around him pit as well. Let's see what Bowman does. Bowman is in. I imagine he'll be going on to another set of mediums or hards. Midfield Maestro making a super late decision as well to come into the pits.
And there's
Spiky
12
also in
lap
the
on
pits.
cards. We've
Let's see
only
what
just
Lunge
got past
does.
halfway in this race. It's felt like
Halfway
an
on.
eternity for me.
I was just about to say, it's been forever.
I thought we were on like lap
What time is it?
24.
God, it's 9
9
o'clock.
o'clock.
Oh my god. Come on guys, could pick up the pace. A lot of action today. Top 4 in Nick's Bowman onto the hards. Maestro,
I think
like I said, onto
Spiky's
mediums.
got another one
Spiky onto
change.
mediums. Yeah, he's going to be on mediums though. Same for Loves a good lunge. Why is Loves a good
Oh,
lunge
he's
having
double
to...
stacked.
No, he's not, because
With...
look how far around Upston is. Upston's going down the main straight now.
Oh,
What the hell was that way out for? Very weird.
lovely stuff from the Alpha crew. I know it's a very long animation, but is it a sector and a half long? I don't think so.
No. Like I thought Maestro, keeping that P2, and he's now at no net disadvantage because he's actually on a faster tyre than the guy ahead of him, Miss Bowman.
What are we saying about Aliu's ghost of car been driving around this entire race?
I've sent him quite a few invites now to try and get him back in. I don't know if he's having issues or whether he's rage quit. Supper kid picks up a 5-second speeding penalty in the pit lane.
Well, if it's a rage quit without retiring the pit lane, that's a form of penalty. Which won't go well on top of the range. MJBD is Suffolk in the pits. I think everyone's in the pits, bar Upston, who actually did pit line on the previous lap. So, with all this, Upston's going to stay ahead of MJBD.
Harry Surpo was said, quote, "This league is full of clowns, just got taken out on purpose by MJBD."
That's not quite correct, but obviously in the heat of the moment, that's how he would have seen it. I'm sure once he either rewatches the stream or watches a clip back, he'll realise it wasn't deliberate.
The instance of piling up in the stupid discussion as well if you have a look.
Yeah, this is going to be a long safety car.
Yeah, especially the likes of Wiser Mouse. Safety car is currently where is it? Just on the penultimate corner. Wiser Mouse just came through sector 1 now. Being very close, well, halfway inside that Red Bull Valley.
Got Tom in chat saying Bowman may be a sitting duck here. It may be, but Bowman, think about the Brent. It was very quick in, well, the start and the line of that race, so. Bit of accurate calm.
Okay.
I think even with the harder tyre, it's still a good shot in. No one actually bar-wise matters then coming to cut penalties behind them, which is also good to see. Anyone's got a drive of their day so far?
It's difficult to say at the moment. If Bowman can hold off Maestro on them hard tyres for the rest of the race, I think I'm going to go with him, but still 11 laps to go. Still under the safety car as well, so it's probably another lap or so under safety car conditions.
Yep.
And when the pack all bunches up, can someone else come through the field perhaps? Maybe Cam in the Mercedes.
Yeah. Well, you got Charles of those on those, it says 5, but probably 7-lap-old mediums. Behind you, got Cloud on brand new mediums. Will he want to make a move up after his poor start to the race? I think he spun it for the long strain, pick his wing off, so he's done a good job to get back up to P6 in the meantime.
Yeah, I'm just looking as well that
Suffolk is left again.
Maestro spiking lunge. All on fresh medium tyres.
Yeah.
Could be a good battle towards the end.
Yeah, hopefully a nice clean fair battle. Tomba going with either Bowman or Spikey. I don't know whether that was for driver of the day or the win, but I think both had a pretty good race so far. Probably one of the only few drivers staying out of any of the incidents. Echo. Those wiser mounts finally gets on. Should get back into the game.
I think that's second, maybe
Yeah.
even third disconnect this race. Supper Kid's not rejoined after the invite either, so
Safety car definitely be in this lap then. It was a 10-lap sprint at the end of the race.
Well, that's another safety car which will drag this race out way longer than it already is. So, please guys.
Yeah. Yeah, I have got work to do, so we could wrap this up. Let's hope when the safety car does come in, which it is, they don't make the same mistakes they did last time. I think it was MJBD going to the back of stuff I could. That's if he's learning his lesson. I don't want to go on board with MJBD. A little watch.
If Swanky does get this, is he meant to be at that racing point? Or
Yeah, in good teams.
this will be the first podium for Racing Point since Monaco.
Well, you could have won yesterday.
Yeah, but I decided to be stupid as normal normally is. So the kid
has rejoined.
just in time. But I'm gonna sit on board with midfield Maestro to see how bad he loses out on the restart.
Oh, Miss Bowman really deep into the last corner.
Could make a move into turn one perhaps.
He won't.
Left or right. Or behind.
Spike you really late on the brake, saying with a good lunge.
Maestro
Oh.
nearly. Oh, is that MJBD? Oh, and he's just come on and absolutely swiped White Mouse off. That's a definite penalty.
MJBD being a magnificence in this race, unfortunately. Him and other drivers. Seems in the top 5 are pulling away from everyone else so far. The first few corners gone. Medium riders of Maestro, Spot, Lunch and Chazalawi wanting to make a move on Bowman.
Bowman's still holding the lead though on them hard tyres for the first half of this lap.
All the top 3 seem to have been using that rest of the entirety of the lap, as they're all on 20, 40, and, 20, 30, 30% already. Which is not a good outlook for the remainder of the race. Obviously not thinking long term. It's Bowman, she's run out of deployment for the lap already.
I think Midfield Maestro is going to make a move. It's going to be into the penultimate turn because through sector 3. This is where Miss Bowman should really struggle on those halves. So he's pulling.
Wise man,
And
really deep the brake line. It's really unfortunate.
That was from when
MJBD. He locked him. Well, he's lost his front wing as well.
Mr. MJBD.
I've got news in the chat from Jimbo Supernova. Brain due in a few laps. Thank you for that intel, my man.
Well, hopefully that could spice up the race.
Yeah, well, unless it's direct right, I don't think it's going to damp the track enough. As MJBD speeds into the pits. Miss Bowman pulling away still on those hards. HO Club not letting these guys get away. Full test match has it on McLaren.
He is using lots of zeros though, so is Jezebel. I think no one's above 60 of them people have pitted.
Yeah, Josh Hazard's still up 60.
One, two.
Him and Landry in a pretty good position compared to the rest. Is Spiky midfield and Bowman have none of them got more than 30%. Most of that Spiky's got more than 30% because of the braking zone, but Bowman's in the single digits. Obviously going for something here.
That's random yellow flag.
Hit the wall.
Oh.
No, missed Upson and something had a bit of collision. And something has almost hit the wall again. They'll both be in the pits this lap, I imagine. As you can definitely see, the track getting a lot darker.
Yeah.
But for some reason, missed Upson carries on again with mauling damage. And the DRS has been enabled. For a second, I thought it was a disabled.
Obviously, looks to Scotland make a late leap into the podium position. As I think can at this stage.
Yeah,
I
with the
think
rain
it'll
coming,
be
it's going to be over. Yeah, with the rain coming, like it being this late on in the race, I know well firsthand how wrong it can go if you make the decision too early or too late to put into on.
The best example of this is China in the F2. I'm not saying that because I was the one who made a good call.
Or I think more China in Tier 1.
Yeah,
or
that's
the win.
Cloud's got a good chance on Chazdar here with DRS.
Oh, there's the rain.
There's the rain.
So we could see people on 26 at this awkward stage in the race.
Cloud goes down the inside. This can be such a tight corner. Does his best. Bit of argy-bargy between the two of them. No damage, fortunately. Still by side by side can move 6 for 3.
Could we see side by
Flag
side
is deep.
it would be the first time
I
since the
don't want to see
weekend.
it. Thank God.
Oh, Cam's just hit the wall.
Oh, and now
Just
Chaz
behind
grazing the wall, no damage.
Big move there from Cloud. I suppose it's going to get through that section on the track. I think
could
Mr.
work
Upson's made a mistake here, because look how much Maestro and Spiky have club. Lund's not too far back as well. Is the track from here on?
Oh, he's done
only get personalised.
everyone's 20 seconds behind.
Yeah,
This could
Bowman's
work
lost about
out.
a second.
Quite well for Mr. Upston. Is there could be that call like 10 seconds is all it takes really from the leaders, and that could be 15 seconds gains on Inters when they're on the wrong tyres. So.
Yeah, especially on a track that's as technical as this, because all the corners that require the grip, like this corner here, the amount of time you lose on the exit, the amount of time you lose on the exit here, where you can already see Maestro struggling for grip. With Bowman on those parts where he'd be worse if faced at the top 7. Maybe Charles
Yours
well
on
with the warm
Spiky.
mediums. Yeah, Spiky can get past Maestro here.
The left needs to happen.
Sticks to the inside.
Just closes the gap before it happens. It's further.
Maestro tries to go for the switchback with that, but Spiky gets a pretty good exit. Maestro looking behind. I think he'll be looking at Leb's Bowman. He's pulled another second on the lap, but we're fighting behind.
Oh, Maestro a little bit of a mistake.
The ring to get harder at this point, I think. As you can see on Maestro POV how slide he is on Spiky at least.
Well, if I'm any. Oh, loves a good lunge. Stretching out too far on the rears there. Just.
Slide it, step in the mark.
Yeah. Midfield Maestro, heading into the top half of the Queen's midfield, so that's good to see.
Yeah, coming on for a podium.
Second in the league, I think. That's me. Let's check myself, prove myself wrong. Oh no, it would be a second. Yeah, he did last time out in Russia.
But he'll have to change his name to Podium Maestro then, won't he? Because he gets some really poor exit onto the back straight.
With the plunge. Making leap steps.
Yeah, I think this is where the pure pace of each driver comes into fruition. You could always land to get through it.
Did you see that move by Maestro though, arguably too late?
I was watching Maestro, so I couldn't really tell. Oh, there was a bit of a attack there from Lunge, nothing. Either driver did his chassis bar and the cloud is side by side. Just like now, so he's never going to get off with that.
But does get past, I think. Or was he defending? I'm
It's
not
Lunge.
sure.
No, Lunge, he got ahead of Maestro into the corner. He's going to want to get onto the back of Spikey. Spikey scored half a second on Bowman. Bowman must have made another mistake. Oh, Lance just hit the wall that luckily he didn't get damaged though.
That one was quite generous. I hit that a number of times on my race yesterday. Sorry, I was just get better. Still pressuring the Alfa Romeo. Yeah,
Stops
a little bit.
speeding penalty. I wonder if they're going to go on to Inters. This will be very interesting to see. The track doesn't look wet yet because you can't see any spray coming off the tyres, and that's normally the best indication visually that we'll be able to get.
I think
DRS
DRS
is
is
still
enabled at the
enabled
top.
as well.
I can't tell what tyres they are. No, they're another set of mediums. So still way too early for Inters.
my
Oh,
friend.
Tesla's round.
Oh no!
Unfortunately, there's a huge gap back to... Who the hell is that?
Can't affect the race unless I start spamming
No
past the
idea.
drivers. Oh, there's a good launch of wing damage. He's done that all by himself and made contact with the wall on the entry to the hairpin. He could say Maestro had a bit of a squeeze, but if Maestro goes any further right, then he'd find himself backwards to the hairpin. So,
And Chaz's last
Chaz
last
does.
session.
also the fuel angle. It's gone important.
I wonder if this is people leaving or disconnecting, Chris, because that's like a fifth
I
or
think
sixth
it's-
disconnection now.
I think it's disconnecting as lunges into the pits.
Will we see him go on to Inter? Because obviously it's for the wing damage, the reason why he's in, but... I mean...
I think he's probably got nothing to lose now.
Yeah, let's
He's
go
going
with
to
it.
come into the pits anyway.
Realistically, he's not going to lose P7 anyway. Come on.
It's soft.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think it's probably too late in the race now, and unless there's a massive influx in rain or standing water, because the track visibly still looks dry, doesn't it?
I think it is, yeah,
It's
the
possible.
tyre marks are a little bit bolder, but it's what we just saw there. There's damage everywhere, people spinning.
Jimbo's super there in the chat with a really good shout. Clown driver of the day. I think that's it's a good shout. I needed to spin early on. Jobs near the back. Back into P4 at the moment with a good battle Chazadar.
Start at P11 as well, remember?
Mm-hmm.
He'd been my driver of the day as well, thinking back. You got any other names to throw in the hat, Chris?
Yeah, I agree with that one. Cloud, seven positions up there, went down to the back after a spin as well. I think can't discount Bowman held his nerve on the harder compounder tyres after the safety cars.
He's got his driver of the day. Did you get your driver of the day, Alex? Did you?
Thanks, so. Is
Oh, White Mouse. Finally. Someone on the Inters.
yeah, well. Oh, yellow flag. Oh
That
no,
Cameron
it's
MVD.
it's the teammates.
Mercedes being resident fidget spinners of the day.
And I think one of them, yeah, Cam's only just come out of the pits as well. And he's lost his front wing.
Chazdar's back, hasn't lost
This
any
is-
positions.
This is going to be Germany 2019
Both mates.
Mercedes pit stops.
Both mates with wing damage.
You can see this time. Ali's ghosted car now on cam.
That's obviously Lance gets his first penalty of the race. As Cam just goes straight on. Him and MGB, they've got to be careful through sector 3 not to bin in the wall.
Was that Missed Upson in? Missed Upson's in, and with the
Speed's
penalty. And
Cam is so wide through sector 3. MGB's pit stop is going to be about 3 minutes long at this rate. As Cam finally gets into the pits. It'd be quite ironic if MJB speeds into the pits. He doesn't, fortunately.
Missed Upson onto the inters.
Cam is also paying alliances, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see MJBD do a similar thing. So that you guys might intervals have actually gone.
Yeah. So
Yeah, they're both going to get lapped. Maybe not both, but MJBD's definitely going to get lapped now.
still getting held.
Yeah, you
I
can
was
see
just
on
like
the,
changing his tires.
on the top right there, Midbone with 12 seconds slower than his personal best lap time, just shows a pure lack of grip. Oh no, he's lost the rear. He's always spun. He's just a quarter though, but he's lost about 2 seconds to Spiky behind now. And is this presenting Spiky with an opportunity to get past him? With 60% more ERS, can he, with 2 laps left to go, can he catch up and make a move for the lead?
DRS still enabled, remember at this point he's got 50% more ERS to push with. Guarantee the first racing point win of the season.
Well, now
I'm
he's definitely know
very-
exactly what's going to happen. Good enough the flags mishap's and... No, I like sorry. That was a good lunge, he's spun. And he's hit the wall as well.
Right, that's lunge in the
And that's
wall.
damage. Yeah, he's spun and then drove into the game damage. Chazdar gets past. No, he doesn't. Lunge comes back to them. Hiding off track. Chazdar finally gets ahead though. You can see just how slippery it is though, as Spiky's still closing in further on Miss Bone up ahead. ABFC, Bowman for his driver of the day, flawless.
DRS disabled.
DRS off.
No one's gonna come into the pits, so...
Nah.
I don't know, they're
Just
struggling,
oh,
they're really
they-
struggling.
They both got straight on. I think all the inter drivers. Oh, there's a Mercedes in the
Look at
wall.
Weisenmouth, it's gonna be ironic watching someone who is labs just cruising through the fight.
Leaders. I wonder if either one of Bowman or Spiky are going to come in for the last lap. They're not. I would risk it. Let's see what Cloud
I mean,
does.
realistically, if Spiky pissed it, he's gonna get back past Cloud anyway.
Well, let's see what Bowman's time is across the line. How much slower is he?
If I was Maestro, I'd pit.
Bowman is
because he's got-
23. They're both 20 seconds slower. And the pit stop time around here is, I think, actually less than that. As Maestro's in,
Yeah, he's got
Can-
26 seconds back to Chastar. Can he make a late
I want.
push
Yeah.
fully through?
I wonder if Maestro can get Cloud here. This is going to be something spectacular to watch. He'll hope not to bin it.
Oh,
Look at the
Oh,
traction
wow. Oh, yeah,
Weiser
I
has
thought-
got on the inters through sector 1
Yeah.
there.
That's night and day, isn't it?
and no DRS now for the...
Lunge is also in
other
the pitch.
racing
Chaslar
point.
stays out. Subbicate stays out. Lunge will be wanting to get back ahead of those two. Let's keep an eye on Maestro. He's coming out of the pits now.
This moment, this moment. Missed Bowman even. He's got front wing damage. He's
Oh no.
hit the wall on stand 5. Now will
The
help
last
out
lap.
to protect him. Reset an ERS on for Spiky all the way down the straight, I imagine. Miss Bowman is already
About
run out.
25% more. Mr. Bo's just got to cover the inside and hope. He's all over the...
removed here on the last lap. It ended up in the Wembley screaming.
Yeah. Spiky really cautious to the corner, rightfully so. I think they're just hoping for Spiky to make another mistake.
Oh,
It's
Spiky!
another
Oh,
he's gone,
mistake.
he's gone.
Oh no, he's lost it!
Oh,
On the
I
last
think he
lap.
reset the track as well.
No, he didn't.
Yes.
He
Sure. Is it
yeah,
360?
I saw the entire thing. Yeah, it bounced off the wall and then just
Okay.
kept the traction on.
The Spike is going to take the win as long as he
no.
can hold it on track for the last few corners.
Chris, please
Why?
don't want to see a Racing Point win.
From P3 to P1, he wasn't leading the race at any point. Bowman, who was going to win this on the hards, spins on the last lap, Spikey inherits the lead. We're still yet to see if Maestro can catch the back of Cloud in. I think it's a bit too late to see that.
He's gaining 2
Spiky,
seconds.
yeah, Spikey rounds the last corner, and this is the first Racing Point win of the season. There's another Mercedes in that wall. This has been a race to forget for the Black Arrows.
So, have we got any...
Miss Bowman takes P2. History Cloud is going to get a podium from this. I think it's got to be Cloud. And he takes the podium, he'll be really happy with that. I think that's his first podium of the season.
Cloud or Spiky, it's landing too realistically, isn't it? Well,
I think
anyone on
Maestro
the
took the
podium
gamble.
deserves it.
Finishing only 8 seconds, 11 second penalties to Cloud. Then you got the two McLarens. Oh, then Chibi's crashed. No, he's just tied in the pits on the last lap. What
He's,
is it?
he's completed 75% of the race though, so
Wait, he's last anyway.
he's out of the points anyway.
Suffolk is flying across the line. He hasn't actually crossed the line. He's going to reverse. Lunge takes the position over Suffolk Kid. I think he would have got on penalties anyway, but Lunge P6, Suffolk Kid P7. Miss Upton on the inters coming through the last few corners now. Another vote for Cloud. Driver of the day from 3 Tree Thieves. It's changing name, I can't read that. In the chat. Miss Upton takes P8. How he lose disconnected car is still in the point. He's going to come home on the soft to take P9.
I'm really, really triggered.
What an ending to that race.
Make sure you include your audio, please, guys.
Yeah.
Cam taking the final point for P10 there.
Paul?
Hello?
No. So, what an ending that was. Spiky taking the win. Do you think you were going to get that with on the last lap when you were still in P2, or what was going through your mind there?
Well, last 5 or 6 laps I was behind. I just didn't think I could do it, but luckily he spun up in the last sector, so I just had to leave it home really.
Did you see that Miss Bowman got wing damage at the start of that lap? Did you reckon you would have had him through X3 as that is very dependent? Or just like you said, just would have sat behind him?
Yeah, I moved down myself before he did, so I was struggling a bit as well, and the rain didn't help. But I just had to get it home, and yeah, it was good.
Yeah, you definitely were you there to take the win, being sat there in P2 with Bowman's mistake. So we'll move on to Mr. Bowman, and wow, you had that race probably signed, sealed and delivered at one point, even on the hard tyres, keeping the guys on the mediums behind, even pulling away and extending that lead. But then the rain came and obviously making that mistake on the last lap. Can't be a nice feeling, but it's still P2.
Yeah. When the rain came, I was like, do I pit? Do I not? And then I thought I'd risk it, and then unfortunately, I made that mistake.
Unlucky.
Yeah, it is unlucky. It's the way it goes sometimes, but as I said, still 18 points and
Good points.
still within a shout for driver of the day as well. We'll let you guys know after who that is. Well, I'm going to move on to P3, H2O Cloud. Well,
Yeah, hello.
made up the most positions as well, and got on the podium there at the end. In with a shout for driver of the day. As I said, we'll let you guys know after. How you feel for that one? Getting on the podium, new tier.
Well, yeah, the adrenaline's still rushing. I just thought the entire race, alright, keep it safe, just keep pushing, and hope luck goes my way, and nearing the end it did. I think that was a pretty good race as well. That rain at the end was quite tricky, but that made it more interesting. So, yeah, also want to shout out Jimbo Supernova, who was being my race engineer, and I probably couldn't have done it without him helping me in the background, so shout out to him as well.
That's good to see. Other members of the league helping the drivers out. Respect to that. Alex, Callum, have you got anything to add?
No, just a really fun race to watch and commentate.
Yeah, just a well done to all the drivers for not completely binning it in those conditions at the end. It looked very hard to drive, so well done. And then well done on the podiums as well, and Spike all the way.
Yeah, GG guys. I think we'll end there, and we'll be back on Friday for the Real Performance League. Thank you, and tune in again soon. Cheers guys.
Yep. Cheers.
Cheers.